gets a good start. Christian Daniel Jr. is tucked in behind Brian Iriarte, but it is the 51 of Iriarte that leads. The American is behind him. Veda Ega Pratama is there as well. They head down to the first corner. Who's going to be brave on the brakes? Up the inside. No, it's Brian Iriarte who has it covered and sweeps through the first right-hander.
Oh, very, very delicately through. That's where he makes his move, or tries at least, as Iriarte says, no way! These two are very close childhood friends. They've grown up racing each other all along, and as they're getting all involved, it is Pratama who goes through into the lead.
And there's, using every inch of road all over the place there, but
Now is he?
yeah, well, that's right. He is. He's just 24 points off the win, and there are, of course, this is including this one, 4 races remaining. Still 100 points on offer, so it can change dramatically. But really, he has picked them up in the last.
Thompson, a surprise down there in 19th position. A crash in that qualifying put him.
It's like an Asian tap, but it is stop and go, and he said that's the sort of track I like, and of course he qualified 4th fastest, so very interesting to see it. And interesting to see, obviously, that suited Veda, and see if the other Asian riders do as well. Well, what is the weather? Second row of the grid, I'm into the first corner, around the first corner we go. But it is the 54, it's the 54 of Veda Pratama. No surprise there, he leads.
He leads from Brian Iriarte and Zen Mitani there in 3rd place, Marco Maritime. But look at that, we've got the light rain flags with rain jackets on from the marshals in the background then. It could be drama already at the very start of this race.
And everybody just feeling their way round here. And somebody's already getting too slippery, and he did very well to avoid ending up on his ear that time, didn't he?
Yeah.
He took the lead from Veda, obviously realised it was damp, ran wide, took it easy, and Benyat Fernandez is a faller. Brian went inside and almost immediately came a
final sector. So we thought we'd get away with it, but we didn't, Peter. It's going to be changing to wet tyres. It's raining on the start and finish straight. Oh, dearie me.
You can see the slick tyres there, that they all start. Yes, he's standing up, he's okay. Yeah.
We'll be miffed with that. I mean, it's one of those things, when the rain comes as quickly as it did there, what can race direction do anything about that? They need to get the alert from the marshals, and then they need to take a decision. They did, where at one corner there was just an immediate deluge of rain, and the rest of the circuit was completely dry. Tassini went, was that Benyat Fernandez or Tassini? I think it was.
Oh, 2 of them.
Both. Three. Okay. Oh, nearly 4. Goodness me.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. So that's Benyat Fernandez. Is that Joel Pons as well? Yes, Joel Pons as well, unfortunately. He went down too. So
Christian Junior gets a good start, but he's not the quickest off the line, because that is Veda Pratama.
Veda Pratama from Brian Iriarte. Into turn 1 they go. Zen Mitani into 3rd position. Big overtaking spot. You don't want to cause a bit of a pile up there. Outbreak yourself as wow, that was Morelli, I think, just scything his way through on Daniel. It was Morelli, not stereotypically by my memory anyways.
Away with a nasty slide in the first start. He's not making that mistake again, and he leads Veda Pratama and Zen Mitani in 3rd place.
Hakim Danish on the prowl then, 7th place for the Malaysian. We got to cut now or nearly never. It's getting to that point, Peter.
Well, he has really, hasn't he? And with Iriarte and Pratama, they are well capable of disappearing here, because they are skilled, they're superbly skilled guys, and they
plump up there into 16th place now as well. Good stuff from him. And there we have then confirmed as they come across the line, safe enough to do so. Morelli's got his first of his one and only, long lap penalty. He's going to take it now, hopefully.
The 51 of Brian Iriarte has the advantage. There's the 13 of Hakim Danish.
Oh, that was a big moment for Zen Mitani coming out of turn 2B. His airbag's gone off. It looks like he's been down the gym.
Alpine Star's Tech Air system went off. That will self-deflate. and he does have another canister, another gas canister aboard, so he can, in all safety, continue.
And I think that is Joel Pons who's down again, unfortunately.
Carter Thompson
as well.
Pons and Topper fine, but I really thought he was turning the corner this weekend. Not what I wanted to see at all. Anyway, it's Brian Iriarte that has the advantage over Veda Pratama. As I said, these two are capable of disappearing. They can use each other to judge. And of course, Neil Jr. moving up into 4th place ahead of Hakim Danish.
Hakim Danish, Zen Mitani and Kyatiak Singapong there. Mike Yu just behind them then, coming out of the final turn. Look how many conditions.
And Marco Morelli back in 15th place, having done his long lap penalty. Brown is up to 19th, Mounsey is 20th.
Not the kind of progression we were hoping to see from them so far, but look at, we've got Lennox.
It was great to see him have his Grand Prix start, but here is the long lap penalty for the number 95, Marco Morelli.
There he goes, just threading it, isn't it?
Yeah, it was beautifully
absolutely
done.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And you know, Brian Iriarte, I don't think he's going to be too upset by that. He will, you know, hopefully learn from that, and he's going to follow Veda.
Oh, Zenmitar, I want to mention, we're seeing then, so Gonzalez 3rd, Danish 4th with Christian Daniel just there. Last time around, the leaders were over a second quicker than the chasers. Fascinated to see what they're going to be this time around, because
it is the man who's challenging him for the cup, and there are only 4 races remaining, so he cannot play a championship card here and just cruise into 2nd place. He's got to go after Veda.
Iriarte was 0.4 of a second slower. That's going to get faster, brake a little later, throttle on a little bit earlier, and will they close the gap to this leading duo?
That's a battle. It's a superb battle out front, and it's, you know, great to see David Gonzalez doing so well. He had that superb back now and in 3rd place.
So although he did manage to come away from Sachsenring with a 5th, which isn't too bad, unfortunately terrible news for the Dutch, as Jurien van Kruchten has gone down. He was making decent progress, I saw last time around when he crossed the line.
With that, but it's back with the leaders then. It's Veda Pratama and Brian Iriarte on his tail. And as you said, Matt, it's crucial to see just how much of an advantage they have. 2 seconds they had over the opposition at the end of the last lap, and it's holding.
But he does need to stop letting them close in on him in the championship at this stage in the game, doesn't he?
Yeah. Pons had a long lap penalty, has now been completed. Now I think I saw Veda actually touching the green stuff through the last corner there. It's up for it.
Having said that, Peter, last time around the fastest rider on track, the fastest rider in the race so far is Hakim Danish, a 1:57.4, 6/10 actually quicker. He'd be able to hunt them down. It's halfway through the race at the moment.
5 laps to go. At this pace he can do it, but you know, it's also too easy to make a mistake. Hakim Danish was superb in the rain in Aragon last year. That's where he's
letting them know how far Danish is. Do they care? Is it just about them two? Do they need to know at this stage? That is the question.
Yeah, I would suggest they're just going as hard as they can. There's, you know, if you are pushed to try any harder, it could well come undone. So Danish looking for, but looking behind him was Brian Iriarte there, just gauging how long a distance it is back to Gonzalez and Danish.
See Danish not quite so comfortable through the mid-section of the circuit, the more flowing part.
Gone after Danish, so you know, it's now Danish, Daniel and Gonzalez, and there is Benya Fernandez on the number 7. So he's out there. That's the main thing. He's out there.
That's Pons circulating, trying to keep out the way.
And Mounsey is up to 14th place and Brown is 16th. So he's got Christian Daniel Jr. on their tail, and these are the guys who've got to cut back that 2-second advantage. But as you said, Matt, Pratama and Iriarte set the fastest lap of the race so far, the previous guys.
Look at him, try and outbrake them here. Ooh. But the problem here is now, they're going to end up messing themselves up and let the others get away.
That's right. They're not being able to help each other. They're not being able to do this, just the slipstream and see where the dry patches are.
David Gonzalez, well, look, Hakim Danish, unfortunately, I'm not going to pin it on Gonzalez for overtaking. Hakim Danish being too slow in the midsection, unfortunately, but the rest, he's seemingly much quicker.
Now, is it really going back to what we were saying?
That would make sense, doesn't it? It all adds up. As we see then the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:56.6, so that's about nearly 3 seconds quicker than they were in the opening laps, as we now click on the lap 7 of 10. And I would say, Peter,
when you think, oh, well, perhaps you play at KG and whatever, he just will put his head down and be confident that no one's going to be able to pass him. So let's see if that's the way he plays it and whether Brian's got something up.
Peter, just look at they pulled out, you know, a couple of tenths away from Danish there.
It's visibly you can see it, can't you, in the background there?
And that's when you know there is a massive difference indeed. So it's on between Christian Daniel.
Laps remaining then. It's Veda Pratama, Brian Uriarte.
And there we have it, Pratama extending the lead. He was, well, only a couple of hundredths quicker than Brian that time around, but he takes the fastest lap of the race. A lot of chatter there.
Curse, please, because, you know, I also said he's going to do very well. Let's just keep our fingers crossed for him. It's still Pratama and Uriarte, and there is Christian, the American,
and Daniel. He's trying to go between the middle of both of them, but he can't. He's going to have to try and outbrake them, and this is just letting the others get away. Hakim up the inside of David Gonzalez, but Christian Daniel, the American, defends his line beautifully.
Veda Pratama on the 54, Brian Uriarte behind him. And we've just got a lap and a couple of corners to go.
Two and a bit. Garbled rubbish for both of us at this stage.
Right, so it is still however many laps to go. It's Veda Pratama, as you say, Matt. It's 9 of 10. Still 2 laps remaining.
And although there's certain,
you know, just what is it between these two?
They've even got Ramadipa on the prowl as well in 6th position now. Singapong 7th. Morelli's made his way back up to 8th place as well, which I think is a pretty solid result. So that is probably the biggest gap we've seen so far between Veda Pratama and Brian Uriarte. I hope that's not Brian conceding.
No, no way. He can't afford to concede.
Chance.
You know, he's only got 11 moving around a lot. I think he's put the hammer down here.
Yeah, looks like it. What was the gap? I mean, it was 4/10 of a second at the second intermediate, Peter. I mean, that's 3/10 in just one sector. Goodness me. But Brian's
the hill, of course. This is, you know, where he's got to think what he's going to do, perhaps on the last lap. So often here at the Red Bull Ring, it comes down to this final corner, and you can't afford to go on the green, obviously, on the last lap, because then you lose places immediately.
Between Veda Pratama and Brian Uriarte, 2 of our main title contenders. It's all on, Peter.
Yeah, surely Brian just can't afford to wait to the last corner unless he's got some iron, you know, super plan there for the last. I think he's looking for a pass. And Veda's gone wide.
Goodness me! It's all happening, Peter.
Yeah, Veda went wide
Danish
there.
is back up. He's back up and running. He's still in 7th. Come on, Hakim!
But he needs the points, and it's still Veda Pratama who ran super wide. He almost lost it completely too. If he wins it, he's did it there. And out on the green, I think it's
so close.
I think Veda went on the green stuff there, or was very close to do it. Brian Uriarte has it over Veda Pratama. Well, I wonder what superb stuff. I wonder whether Veda actually touched the green side by side across the line. And it's Christian Daniel and Ramadipa.
Yeah, well.
Nama Veda Ega Pratama kembali mencuri perhatian dunia balap motor internasional. Pembalap muda asal Gunung Kidul, Yogyakarta, yang saat ini tampil di ajang Red Bull MotoGP Rokies Cup 2025, menunjukkan performa luar biasa dengan catatan prestasi yang konsisten sejak awal musim. Ajang bergengsi ini memang dikenal sebagai jalur pembinaan menuju MotoGP, dan Veda berhasil membuktikan dirinya layak diperhitungkan sebagai salah satu calon bintang masa depan. Dominasi di Mugello. Momentum besar hadir ketika Veda turun di Seri Mugello, Italia. Dalam 2 balapan yang digelar di sirkuit legendaris tersebut, Veda tampil begitu mengesankan. Pada race pertama, Ia berhasil meraih kemenangan dengan selisih waktu yang sangat tipis, hanya beberapa milidetik dari lawannya. Namun di race kedua, Veda benar-benar membuktikan kelasnya dengan menyalip di tikungan terakhir dan finish di posisi pertama lagi. Dua kemenangan beruntun ini menjadi catatan sejarah karena ia menjadi pembalap Indonesia pertama yang berhasil meraih kemenangan ganda di ajang Red Bull Rokies Cup. Pole position dan podium di Aragon dan Austria. Setelah sukses di Mugello, kepercayaan diri Veda semakin meningkat. Di sirkuit Motorland Aragon, Spanyol, ia berhasil meraih pole position pertamanya musim ini. Kecepatan dan konsistensinya di sesi kualifikasi terbukti mampu menyaingi para pembalap muda berbakat dari berbagai negara. Momentum tersebut berlanjut ketika tampil di Red Bull Ring, Austria, di mana ia kembali mengamankan posisi start terdepan. Meski persaingan sangat ketat, Veda tetap mampu naik podium dengan finish di posisi kedua. Pertarungan sengit terjadi di tikungan terakhir ketika ia harus mengakui keunggulan tipis lawannya. Namun hasil itu justru memperkuat posisinya di klasemen sementara. Konsistensi dan kematangan. Kunci kesuksesan Veda musim ini adalah konsistensinya. Hampir di setiap balapan, ia mampu bertarung di barisan depan dan mengoleksi poin penting. Mentalitas balapnya terlihat semakin matang, tak hanya mengandalkan keberanian, tetapi juga strategi yang cerdas. Ia tahu kapan harus menekan habis-habisan, dan kapan cukup bermain aman untuk menjaga peluang juara. Naik ke peringkat 2 klasemen. Rangkaian hasil positif yang diraih Veda membawanya melesat naik ke peringkat 2 klasemen sementara Red Bull Rokies Cup 2025. Ia hanya tertinggal beberapa poin dari pemimpin klasemen Brian Uriarte. Dengan beberapa seri yang masih tersisa, peluang Veda untuk menjadi juara musim ini terbuka lebar. Apabila mampu menjaga konsistensi, Indonesia berpotensi memiliki juara dunia pertama di ajang ini. Kebanggaan Indonesia di pentas dunia. Prestasi Veda Ega Pratama bukan hanya menjadi kebanggaan pribadi, tetapi juga bagi Indonesia. Lagu Kebangsaan Indonesia Raya yang berkumandang di Mugello menjadi momen emosional yang membuktikan bahwa talenta tanah air mampu bersaing di level internasional. Kehadiran Veda di Rokies Cup juga membuka jalan bagi generasi muda Indonesia untuk terus bermimpi tampil di Moto3, Moto2, hingga MotoGP. Menuju masa depan gemilang.